But we now have the management of Escorts Kubota joining in, Bharat Madan, who's obviously the whole-time director and CFO. Thanks a lot, sir, for joining in. You've made several announcements on the product front over the last few days, targeting the construction segment using Kubota technology. Could you tell us in detail about those launches?
Yeah, so I think the ISKCON in Bangalore, we have showcased 4 products. So the commercial launches happened for the mini excavator, which is 2.2 ton category. So this was one of the segment where we were absent. So we had higher and lower HP category, tonnage category in the mini excavator. So this is a mid segment which we have introduced now. So this will help us in bridging the gap in the product portfolio. So as you may know, so in mini excavator, we are already the market leader in India with about 26% market share. And this is one segment which is growing in India gradually, and we're seeing the shift is happening gradually from backhoe loader to the mini excavator because of the advantages which the product category enjoys. So we feel, I think going forward, the market will continue to grow, and this is one area which we feel we can really, maintain our leadership position, because Kubota is a global leader in the mini excavator category, and they got a $3 billion revenue line, which is coming only from this particular product category. So this is one, I think, area where we want to focus on. The rest of the 3 products, as you mentioned, I think both on the backhoe loader side, which is again is a concept proto model which we introduced, which will be coming with a Kubota engine. So Kubota is again a global leader in the suppliers to the industrial OEMs, and the engine is one of the key features, which Kubota enjoys, and most of the industrial OEMs globally are using Kubota engine. So we intend to introduce Kubota engine in the backhoe loader, which we have introduced in the last exhibition in construction equipment space. So this one is coming with the Kubota engine. So earlier we were using our own engine, Escorts engine, and now it will be coming with the Kubota engine. And this product is being launched under Kubota brand name. So Kubota will carry its own brand name on this product. The other 2 categories in the pick and carry crane segment. So as you mentioned, there's a 72 feet high boom, which is essentially for the application where you need a longer length for the boom, which will obviously get introduced. And then there's a Hydra 15, which will be essentially used in the pick and carry segment. So these 4 products, which are going to be compliant with the new emission norm regulation, are being showcased today, I think, in the Bangalore exhibition.
Right, sir. So mini excavators is where, y'all have a big market share as well, 26%. But y'all are also focusing on that construction segment. The increase in terms of focus, that's increased. But contribution, that's seen a sharp fall this year. It's down to almost 10% in the first half of FY26. Do you see this increasing going forward, or will it remain around these levels? What could we expect here?
Last year, construction segment was about 17-18%, and we believe, I think this year, obviously, the industry is a bit down in terms of volumes, but I think the pace will start picking up, we expect from next quarter. And I think it will continue to be in this range because both segments are growing. I think the AD segment has grown well this year, while construction was a bit subdued, but we think the ratio will be in the same range. It will be roughly 80-20 sort of, ratio, which will remain between the agri business and the construction equipment business.
Right. And what about the volumes in the construction segment? That too dipped by more than 20%, right? Are you seeing any improvement there? What would be your year-end target on that segment?
So next quarter normally is a good quarter. March quarter is typically a very good quarter for the construction equipment segment. And also because the reason with the public spending is high because the budgets are going to lapse in March. So the spending from the government side, we see normally a big push-up happens in the last few months. So we expect March quarter should be a good quarter, but we don't expect it will really be able to neutralize the degrowth which you've seen in the first 7-8 months. So that really will be a issue this year. But next year we expect the industry should revive back and go back to the level, I think, what we've seen in FY25.
So, sir, considering the improvement that you're expecting in volumes in Q4 and in FY27, what's the volume growth target that we could expect in FY27?
So which means the number, if we look at this FY26, if in the first 8 months we're in 20-21% sort of degrowth, on a full year basis, we expect that degrowth may come down to maybe 4 to 15% level. So FY27 means that this degrowth will again get neutralized. So we'll go back to FY25 levels, which will be roughly, I think, about 6,500 to 7,000 sort of equipment what we sold in that year.
What about the tractor segment, sir? The growth continues to be healthy. In November, total sales were up, 18%. Domestic was up 16%. April to November as well, we're looking at domestic sales up 11%. Can we expect the FY26 growth to be on the back of all of this more than 15%?
I think we have already indicated in our last call with the investors too that we expect now the industry to grow in double digit. And this indication was to have the lower double digit sort of, growth rate. Though I think looking at the last few months, the growth rate has been quite good. The buying October, which was already a very high base of last year, I think September and November both had seen 30% plus growth now in the industry. And I think there are like 2, 3 reasons which obviously have been playing. One is obviously the good rural sentiment because of the good monsoon, and then your GST got happened, and then there's a good subsidy program which has been introduced now in a state like Maharashtra, which is doing very well, and that subsidy program will continue till end of March. So we expect, I think, these next 3, 4 months also will show a very good growth rate. So we can expect the industry maybe in the range of mid double digit, 15 odd percent can also happen, 15 to 18% growth can also happen.
So, certain reports suggest that unseasonal rain and the depressed kharif crop prices are weighing heavily on the farm incomes and sentiment too. Now, anything you have heard from channel checks, what should we keep an eye out on now?
So not in our stronger state other than Rajasthan, where we saw the impact was there because of the extended rain. So maybe half of the Rajasthan was impacted. But in other states like Punjab or Uttarakhand or even in Tamil Nadu now, you're seeing the extended rain and this impact of this cyclone. So that's not really much because we're not very stronger player in these market. So Rajasthan was a bit of impact, I think, which we saw because of the extended rain. But having said that, in the Rabi season, we don't expect that, impact should be there. So we expect the Rabi season should be very strong. And that's a season which is a good season for our market where we have stronger market share. So we expect in the northern and central Indian belt, where the Rabi season is strong, after this good monsoon and extended rain, the season actually should do very well.
Right. There were some reports of the management looking to delist Escorts Kubota. Is there any truth to that?
No, I think they're all rumors. So there's no such plan, no such discussion happening anywhere. So that much I can assure you.
All right, that's good clarification that's coming in, that, all the delisting news pieces are nothing but rumors. So good to have that clarity. Thank you so much, Mr. Madan, for joining in and giving us your, business performance, the outlook, and at the same time, quelling all the rumors around delisting too.